Okay, today we're going to have a look at a CRM application deployed on a BlackBerry device using Sky Mobile. So before we begin, let's sign into the Sky application. Signing into the application is easy as clicking the icon. At first we're presented with a sign-in screen. As you would expect, we have a number of authentication options available to the application developer. Things such as an SAP named user, Active Directory, or some other form of custom authentication. In this instance, for simplicity in a demonstration, we're just going to simply sign in without entering a password. Now that I'm in, I'm presented with the main menu. As you can see, the main menu is very graphical in nature and aimed for the end user to navigate very, very easily. The activities and the orders and the customers that we have in this CRM application are very typical but easily customized for your business process. To take you through some of these in detail today, we'll have a look at a sales activity, we'll have a look at some customer information, and we'll create an order. Other things that you can put into an application, such as workflow approval, RSS feeds using news and web services, weather for the on-the-road traveler, little things that make the application better for the end user and a greater end user experience. So let's begin by going into our activities. In our activities, we can have a look at things that are overdue, we can have a look at our future activities, but as you would expect, today I'm just going to go in and see who I have to visit. I've got two customers scheduled for visit today. Big W, who's one of my tried and tested customers, and I'm on my way to see them right now. So while I'm on the way, what I want to do is actually go in and display my customer information. So here I can see their address, I can see their phone number, and I can see the actual regularity with which I call them. I also want to go in and display the contacts. As you can see, the contacts are listed, and today I'm going to see David John. So by selecting David's name, I can see his details. I can also maintain his phone number, and to be sure he's expecting my visit, what I may do is want to call him. By calling, we're activating here the native integration that exists within Sky Mobile. Sky Mobile gives us the ability to dial or SMS using the standard phone features that you'd expect in a seamless way. For now, I'm happy I've made that call. I'm going to cancel. I'm happy that everything is correct, and I'm going to make my way back to the main activity screen so that I can actually visit this customer. So from here I select the arrow, which takes me into the actual visit. So the first thing I'm presented with are the visit notes from my last visit. So as I can see, my last visit was a great call, which I'd expect from this customer. Today I'm here to create a new order, so let's create that order. So as you can see, the customer name is defaulted in, as is the ship to address. If this customer had multiple ship tos, I could easily select from the drop down box. To start with, I'm going to go into the header details. David's giving me his purchase order number, which is PO number 1. The delivery date, we're not too fussed, that the goods can arrive when they like, and I'm going to enter David's name. I can also edit some long text, which will all appear in the sales order. I'm also very eager to make sure this is going to process, so I'm going to update a credit check. A credit check enables me to do a seamless synchronous call to SAP to understand the current status position or the credit position of this customer. As you can see, they're well below their credit limits, and I wouldn't expect any issues to occur. Credit checking and stock inquiries, things of this nature, can be done in a synchronous fashion, particularly where the data is very dynamic within the SAP environment. By doing it online and not trying to replicate that data locally, I'm able to ensure that the data is accurate. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some items to the order. So by adding items, I can do this in a number of ways. But for simplicity today, what I'm going to do is add 5 of my bike, his favorite bike, and I also want to check the current inventory. To check the current inventory, I select the item. You can see the SAP material number has now defaulted into this report for me. And again, I do an online stock inquiry. Here I can see I have many goods available to me in the finished goods and in the raw material inventory. So I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to return and add a couple more items to my order. So David's happy with that order. So now I'm going to return and read back a summary of this order. And as you can see now, we're happy that both items have been added. We're happy with the price. and I can go back and complete the order. Am I sure? Absolutely. That order is now created locally on the BlackBerry device and synchronized without middleware directly to SAP. Everything I've done there, with the exception of the credit check and the stock inquiry, is done or is available in a completely offline mode. From here, I want to update some visit notes, let myself know for next time. That will be saved, and that will also be reflected in the sales activity. I'm not here to do a survey today. I'm fine with everything. I want to complete my visit. Have I completed? Absolutely. Now I need to schedule my next visit. Based on my schedule of visiting fortnightly, we're due to visit again on the 10th of June. I obviously don't want to visit him at 4 in the morning, but he's happy for me to come at 9 AM. Now that it's added, I also want to add this to my BlackBerry calendar. As you can see, again with native integration, I've been able to default the 9 AM visit on the 10th of June, and I can save that. So now I've saved the entry in my calendar. I can complete my visit, and I'm taken back, ready to do the same thing over again. Other functions that you'd expect to see: ad hoc orders. If I go into my orders menu, of course I can create an order without actually going through the visit process. I can also do a price check. Say I want to do an ad hoc price check for my product. I put in the product code, I put in the quantity, and I do an online price check to SAP. Again, with complex pricing in SAP or in CRM, you may not want to replicate that pricing to a BlackBerry device, but by doing it synchronously where it's available, I can easily still get an up-to-date price. I may also want to have a look at sales history, and you can see here my local order reference number and my SAP order reference number is clearly displayed. Moving back to the main menu, other functions may be just to go and display my customer details. As you can see, all of my customers are listed with the next scheduled visit. I could also go in and start to maintain that information as I see fit. I may also choose to integrate with BlackBerry Maps to show me how to get there. In this case, I'm happy with all my customers. I'm happy that I've got the order, but I know I've got to travel to Orlando tomorrow. So what's the weather in Orlando? Well, I could go in. Orlando is one of my selected cities, and I can see, hey, weather's going to be great, as I'd expect in Florida. I also, when I get on the plane, perhaps I want to check out the latest news. The news in this instance is based on an RSS feed from CNN, but it may also be configured to be more local. It may be tailored to my sporting team, or it may be tailored to company results. As you can see, I can go in here and I can see my favourite football team's just signed up a new player. I go back and back into the main menu, and that will give you an example of the types of features and activities that can be done using Sky Mobile. The template application you've seen here is just an example of what can be delivered. The native integration extends further to other features within the BlackBerry Enterprise system, such as linking from email into my application, linking with the phone, linking with my calendar and my contacts, opening the BlackBerry Internet Explorer, all the types of features that make the Sky Mobile solution seem native to the device. The integration to SAP is delivered without middleware. It can be deployed over the air with changes updated automatically. So for your mobile solution for SAP, it's very hard to go past Sky Mobile.